So after driving Kieran's X-Ray XB8 a couple of weeks ago, it's really shook me. It kind of turned my head. I've been chasing the setup for a long time, and I've tried again today, so that's what I'm going to do. Back at the track, hopefully this setup will make the Mugen work like it should. And if the setup doesn't work, I don't know, we might look at changing brands. Anyway, let's head to the track, get some practice in, see how we get on. Just warming up the engine in pit lane, and about 20 seconds into it, and this happened. Well, the engine revs wouldn't pick up from down low, and I was hoping it was just going to be the low speed needle needed richened up a wee bit, but as you can see, it wouldn't fire up again, and the problem turned out to be worse than it hoped, especially after spending all night preparing it. The joys of nitro: the flywheel is either loose or it's broke the crank. Let's have a look and see what's happened. Don't know if the camera was on or not, but starting this, it just quit. Hopefully the flywheel that has just come loose and it's not something more sinister. This was really bad news for me, and I definitely didn't want to be having to strip the car down in pit lane. But if I wanted to stand any chance of getting the car onto the track and proving what this thing can do, I had to get my finger out, get the engine pulled out and inspect the damage. Thankfully these cars aren't like a full-scale car, and you can have the engine out in just a few seconds. I needed to find a way to lock the crankshaft to allow me to get the clutch bell off, so I was able to remove the exhaust, use the cable tie and wedged it between the top of the piston and the liner, and that was enough to lock the crank, to let me loosen the screw, to get the clutch bell off, and thankfully there was no damage to the crankshaft. It looks like the nut had just wound off and loosened the whole clutch assembly from the crankshaft. No matter how much it tightened the nut, the flywheel wouldn't lock onto the crankshaft, so I had to go to the parts bin, find a new collet, and hopefully once I put it all together back in the car, it's going to start up and we're finally going to be able to hit the track. The issues that I'd been having with the car prior to this issue was handling problems. No matter what I'd done, every time I hit the throttle, the car wanted to swap ends, it didn't handle over the bumps, and to stand any chance of sticking with the fast guys, I needed to get the problem sorted. And that's where JQ's new book, Invisible Speed 2, came into play. After reading through it and taking the advice, I adjusted the toe angle in the rear to point more inwards. I thinned all the diff oils to 553, that's 5,000 weight in the front, 5,000 weight in the centre diff and 3,000 in the rear. And I also reduced the gear ratio in the rear diff to underdrive the rear of the vehicle, which hopefully will pull it through the corners more and settle the rear end of the car down. And there we have it, success, engine fired up first go, it's running sweet. All we need to do now is warm the engine up, head to the rostrum and get out on a practice lap. Fingers crossed the setup works. So after falling out of love with the Mugen the past few weeks, I've fallen back in love with it again. I'm not ready to jump ship just now. Thankfully the new collet sorted out the engine problems this morning. We got a few practice laps and I'm pretty much on the pace. Some of the fast guys are going around still a second or two ahead of me, but that's to be expected. But well pleased with the changes. We just have the engine heater on, warming the engine prior to the races. So see you on the Rossman in a minute. So this was the first of 3 qualifying heats. Your best 2 results go towards your standings in the main 30-minute final. I'm absolutely delighted with the handling of this car at the minute. I might actually try changing the centre diff oil up from 5,000 up to 6,000, because I did find it was ballooning the front tyres a bit and bleeding off power that
I think just would have given me the edge. So I might try that the next time I'm out. But overall, in the qualifying heats, as you can see here, right out front with Paul Miles and Jason Ferguson, the rest of the pack's just behind us. We're away out on our own, so no complaints at all from the car. Absolutely fantastic. Just hope that we don't have any other problems throughout today.
Have to say, that car was flying. Best I've ever felt it go. That was good.
Well, I'm more than happy with that result. Qualified in second position behind Jason Ferguson with Paul Miles just behind me. Let's take a quick recap of heats 2 and 3 and then we'll get on to the main final.
Bradley coming from 40.4. Paul Miles to finish. All finished.
Wasn't bad, wasn't the worst. It was potentially third or fourth there, but there's a few of the fast guys out there. Don't expect to keep up with those guys. What caused the runaway? How are you supposed to see your times? Where'd they go?
Well, I certainly didn't expect to be mixing it with the fast guys today, but qualified second in the second heat. Not too shabby, definitely happy with that.
Huh? Loving it. Best the cars ever went.
What did you do there?
No, I've done quite a bit. Give it more rear toe in, lightened the diff oils, and what else? Or something else. Overdrive in the front.
I was on fumes.
Or underdrive the rear, whatever.
Yes.
And it's because it was always just pushing with the front, and it's now pulling with the, or sorry, it was pushing with the rear. It was everywhere, and the diffs in that light. I think I could go up higher. I'm losing a wee bit of drive. I need to carry momentum to clear that. You haven't got just a punch because it's bleeding off the power. Now if this wheel was in there, it's spinning this wheel, but it's handling fantastic. Love it. It sort of fell out with it. Yeah. It's sort of doing what you wanted to do. You know what I mean? Every other time I've used it, I knew what the car should be capable of doing, and it would never do it. And that is so. You can sort of drive it now, which is good. Don't want to put you under any pressure, Lee, but I'm videoing this, hoping you're going to like impress me again. Yeah, you're doing well. Hey, Rodney might get you here.
Here at RCNI, they don't just have a dedicated 1/8 scale dirt track, they also have a dedicated 1/10 scale all-weather Astro track. Now, if you're looking for something to do in Northern Ireland and you enjoy motorsport or you have an RC car, hit us up, come check us out. If you have a car, bring it along with you, and I'm sure the guys are let you take a lap of the track. It's a fun day out for all the family, and if you do arrive at the track, make sure you come and say hello. Heat 3 went as well as Heats 1 and 2. I came second again, this time behind Bradley Baird with Gareth Preston in third position. Let's cut now to the main 30-minute final. I didn't record a whole lot, you can just watch the highlights of it and then I'll have a bit of a chat about what happened afterwards.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, charge out, stand back.
Serious lack of marshals. Shit.
There we have it, some epic battles throughout that 30-minute A final, and I managed to come in third position overall. Absolutely delighted with the outcome, absolutely delighted with the performance of the car. My return back to Nitro has been a bit rocky over the past few days, but finally I seem to have the setup absolutely dialed for the Mugen. Can't wait to the next one. I hope you enjoyed it, folks. Don't forget, if you have a chance, check out RCNI, come pay us a visit, and I'll hopefully see you there next time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, smash that bell button, and I'll see you all in the next one.